Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're heading to Thailand, looking at its hospitality and tourism industry. It's not just strong, it's, well, a real powerhouse. We've got this fascinating study, actually, full of insights straight from, the top executives in the Thai hotel and tourism scene.
Exactly. And for you listening, whether you're, say, deeply familiar with Southeast Asian tourism or maybe just curious about the global hospitality world, this deep dive, it's really designed to give you the core knowledge from this research. You get a clear picture of what's happening now and, importantly, what the future might hold for this very exciting sector.
Oh, it's definitely exciting. I mean, think about this. Back in 2020, Thailand's hotels and restaurants, they added, what, BT 803 billion to their GDP? That's huge.
Yeah.
That's 3.4% of their entire economy. Plus, they employed over 843,000 Thai professionals and another 92,000 international workers. Those numbers really, they just show the scale, don't they?
They really do. But, the study points out that even with all this success, the industry isn't exactly standing still. Tourist behaviors, they're shifting. Today's travelers, they seem to want more than just the usual sights. They're really looking for, exceptional service, personal touches, and, truly memorable experiences.
Which naturally puts new demands on the workforce, right?
Yeah.
The people actually delivering those experiences. So our mission today is pretty straightforward. We want to understand the current skills landscape in Thai hospitality, get a sense of what the leaders see coming next, and crucially figure out how they plan to bridge any gaps, to make that future happen. Okay, let's dive in then. What sort of skills are really crucial right now?
Well, it's a mix, as you might expect. You've got the practical hard skills, but also those essential soft skills. At the management level, the study really flagged high-level communication, being able to really share a vision and strong leadership. Those were key soft skills. I mean, these are the people guiding the team, so their ability to inspire and direct is just paramount.
Yeah, that makes total sense. And what about the team members? The ones interacting with guests daily, the subordinate level? What technical skills are vital there?
For them, it's a bit broader. Strong interpersonal skills are just fundamental, right? Think about creating those positive vibes with guests from all over. Foreign languages, especially English, are becoming more and more important. It's a global market, after all. Then you've got this specific know-how in hospitality and tourism operations, understanding the rules and regulations, being able to make good decisions in their work, and even, interestingly, showing leadership qualities no matter their actual job title.
So even at those levels, taking initiative is really valued. Interesting. The study also mentioned some, core qualities that stood out. What were those?
Yeah, three key things were really emphasized. A strong moral compass, that sense of doing the right thing, a real drive to get results, and excellent decision-making and problem-solving skills. These are sort of the bedrock, aren't they? Especially in a customer-facing industry where trust and just getting things done efficiently are, well, non-negotiable.
Right. And looking beyond those basics, what other competencies are kind of on the radar right now?
Strategic innovation, thinking ahead, The ability to handle crises effectively, and, this is crucial, the skill of actively using guest feedback to improve. In an industry where, let's face it, reputation and making guests happy are everything, that last one is just gold. Like when you read online reviews before booking a hotel yourself, that direct insight is invaluable.
Okay, so we're getting a clearer picture of what's seen as important. But what about the strengths? What do Thai managers actually see their teams doing well right now?
Well, the managers they spoke to, they pointed to several key strengths. Good organizational skills managing tasks well, efficient time management, strong problem solving, excellent interpersonal communication, connecting with people, and a real knack for teamwork. Solid foundations, really.
Those sound like really valuable assets. And I'd guess in today's world, technical skills are also pretty important.
Oh, absolutely. Having a good handle on various software packages and just strong tech capabilities overall is increasingly important everywhere. And building on the language point, the demand for multilingual staff and a deeper cultural awareness is definitely growing. It just reflects the diverse tourists coming to Thailand.
Okay, so that's the positive side. But the study also highlighted some, let's say, challenge areas. Where are the skills gaps showing up?
Right. This is where it gets really interesting, I think. A major worry is that some professionals find it hard to adapt, to the changing job market and all the rapid tech changes. This creates that skills mismatch we hear about where the skills people have don't quite line up with what employers actually need right now.
That's a familiar story in many fields, unfortunately. And what's making it harder for them to keep up?
The study suggests a lack of really relevant training and ongoing support. HR departments often find themselves having to do intensive job-specific training just to try and fill these gaps. Another big challenge is the kind of dual nature of the industry itself. You've got smaller, independent places that often lack people with really specialized skills, like knowing specific software or handling complex management issues.
So the smaller hotels need something different from the big international chains.
Exactly. Smaller places often need managers who can juggle multiple languages and really get the nuances of different cultures to serve their guests well. Bigger properties, on the other hand, they might need people with more of a global business perspective. These different needs really show why you need tailored training.
It definitely sounds like there's a real need for continuous learning and development. What sort of overarching skills are needed to tackle these challenges?
Well, the study really emphasizes things like synthesis, being able to pull different ideas together in new ways, creativity, strong problem solving generally, effective communication, and just being able to express ideas clearly. And the big theme underlying all of this is the need for continuous, lifelong learning. You just can't stand still.
Right, the industry changes too fast. And it seems like not everyone moves at the same pace.
Right.
What are the things that really make a difference for career advancement?
Strong interpersonal skills, that ability to connect, good English proficiency, and solid technical skills, those were flagged as the key differentiators. In the competitive tourism world, if you excel in those areas, you're much more likely to move up.
So it really boils down to individuals taking ownership of their own growth and being adaptable.
Pretty much. That adaptability isn't just key for personal success, it's vital for the whole organization's resilience, too. Okay, so let's shift gears now and look ahead. What key skills and competencies do these industry leaders think will be absolutely essential going forward?
Well, it seems pretty clear that in tourism and hospitality, it all comes back to the guest experience, doesn't it? The study frames it as, these are customer-centric businesses. Building those positive relationships is what gets people coming back.
That's the core of it, yeah. And to really do well in this changing economic and social scene, a new set of skills is needed. The leaders identified several big ones. First, communication, but not just basic chat. It's about really interacting effectively with all sorts of guests, understanding their specific needs, and building those positive, lasting connections.
Yeah, the deeper level.
Exactly. It's more than just taking an order. What else is on their future skills wish list?
Problem solving is another huge one. That ability to think critically and come up with creative solutions when inevitably challenges and unexpected things pop up. Then there's adaptability and flexibility, being able to, thrive, not just survive, in a constantly changing environment. And bouncing back from setbacks. Resilience is key, especially after the last few years.
Yeah, you can definitely see how recent times have really underlined that need for resilience. What about technology? It's everywhere now. Oh, absolutely. Technological literacy is just paramount now. Keeping up with online booking systems, social media, understanding data analytics, it's crucial for staying competitive and offering those smooth, modern experiences guests expect.
And it's not just about the business side, is it? There seems to be a growing focus on broader responsibilities, too.
Precisely. Sustainability and responsible tourism are becoming much more important. This means actively looking after natural and cultural resources, promoting eco-friendly ways of doing things, and genuinely supporting local communities. It's about the long-term health of the destinations.
Makes perfect sense. And within the organizations themselves, hotels, tour operators.
Leadership and teamwork are still vital. Inspiring teams, fostering real collaboration, driving innovation, that's all essential for solving problems and, consistently exceeding what guests expect. And tying it all back to the individual guest, emotional intelligence is crucial. Understanding and responding to how guests feel, what they need to personalize their stay and make sure they're happy, that's what brings them back.
Wow, so it's quite a comprehensive list of skills they're aiming for. How does all this connect to Thailand's bigger picture goals for tourism?
Well, these skills are directly linked to Thailand's ambition to be a top global destination. Investing in developing these skills in the workforce means the country will be better placed to handle future challenges and grab opportunities for sustainable growth.
The study actually boiled these future needs down into 11 categories, didn't it? Can you give us a quick rundown?
Sure, they are. Critical thinking and problem solving, customer relationship skills, language mastery, tech and analytical skills, leadership and strategic management, adaptability and reading trends, creativity and innovation management, emotional intelligence and resilience, And finally, sustainability and CSR knowledge. And as the study notes, while these are all vital for tourism, some, like managing customer relationships, are valuable pretty much everywhere.
It definitely sounds like a significant evolution. Now let's talk about how emerging trends in tech are actually driving this. The digital shift is hard to ignore.
It really is. Digital tech and these emerging trends, they're powerful change agents. They're playing a massive role in shaping the future of work, and that definitely includes hospitality and tourism. The study is very clear. This isn't a sector that can just sit on the sidelines of digital transformation.
So it's way beyond just having a decent website now.
Oh, absolutely. This integration of digital tech with social and economic trends, it's reshaping everything. How businesses operate, how they interact with guests. Digital transformation is now just critical, both for improving the guest experience and for boosting operational efficiency behind the scenes.
And what are some of the key technologies really pushing this forward?
The study points to several foundational ones: artificial intelligence, or AI, big data analytics, which cloud services make possible, advanced robotics, digital labor, and even blockchain. Some hotels are looking at that for secure bookings and loyalty programs. These are really the building blocks for a more automated, data-informed industry.
We're seeing AI everywhere now. How is it specifically affecting the hospitality workforce?
Well, one key impact is the growing need for data scientists and analysts. Their ability to make sense of all the strategic, financial, operational data being generated is becoming really vital for making smart business choices. And for the guest experience, think about chatbots and AI support systems. They're becoming like modern, always-on concierges, offering personalized help 24/7, like having a virtual assistant right there.
Right, that immediate personalized help. Now, let's dig a bit deeper into digitalization and automation, specifically in hospitality. How has it really changed things on the ground?
Well, digital tools and platforms have totally changed how businesses connect with customers. Websites, social media, obviously,
Right.
but also video platforms, mobile apps for easy online booking. It's all much more accessible.
And chatbots seem ubiquitous now. What's their specific job in hospitality?
They're super popular because they guide customers through tasks really smoothly. They answer common questions instantly, streamline things, and generally just make the customer experience better. Digital tools have also revamped marketing and CRM, letting companies reach people where they are online and offer, superior service.
Can you give us some solid examples? How is this tech used day to day?
Sure. Chatbots, giving quick answers, voice assistants in rooms for controlling things or getting info, virtual concierge services through mobile apps, putting services right in the guest's hand.
It really drives home that idea of convenience and making it personal. But it's not just guest-facing, is it? How does it help operations?
Yeah, it significantly improves data processing. Businesses can analyze customer interactions, give teams better info, optimize inventory, refine CRM strategies, and automation helps cut down on human error and speeds up lots of operational tasks.
We've all seen those website chatbots popping up with deals. That's a clear example. But what about the workforce impact? Is the automation displacing jobs?
The study does tackle that, yeah. As robots get better at information tasks, there's potential for them to replace humans in some front office roles, like receptionists. It also brings up ethical questions, doesn't it? Like, who's responsible if an automated system makes a mistake on a task a human used to do?
That's a really critical point about accountability.
Yeah.
And with all this digital stuff, data privacy must be huge.
Absolutely massive. Any new digital process, especially with sensitive data like payment details or personal info, needs really strong protocols to manage and protect it. Ensure user privacy. The study also mentions what they want robots to do in the future. Things like detecting emotions, understanding guest profiles better, helping improve service, answering complex questions.
Moving beyond simple tasks to actually understanding and responding more like a human, even if it's a machine. And for the human workforce in all this, what skills do they need now?
Digital skills are now fundamental for HR pros in hospitality. They need to support and work alongside these AI technologies effectively. Adaptability to new service models, developing new HR skills themselves, that's invaluable. HR policies need updating, and recruitment needs to find people who can learn and adapt to tech quickly to deliver great service.
It sounds like continuous learning isn't just for the front line anymore. It's critical for everyone. So how do we actually develop these future skills? The study had some key strategies, right?
Yes, 3 main ones were recommended. First, fostering much stronger collaboration between universities, industry players, the hotels, tour operators, and the government. This teamwork is just crucial for minimizing those skill gaps and ensuring professionalism across the board.
Makes sense. Everyone pulling in the same direction. What's strategy number 2?
Using comprehensive, relevant curricula as the main tool for teaching these competencies. But, and this is key, it needs direct, ongoing input from both industry folks and academics in its development. And it needs frequent updates to stay relevant. You can't teach yesterday's skills for tomorrow's jobs.
So a hotel exec might actually sit down with professors to shape the course content.
Ideally, yes. That kind of co-design ensures graduates have the skills employers actually need on day one.
Okay, so education needs to be practical and current. And the third strategy?
Continuous professional training and development. This really hammers home the need for ongoing learning, updating knowledge and skills constantly to match industry trends. It's all about lifelong learning for everyone in the sector.
The study also suggested setting up an academic network. What would that do?
It would basically bring together industry experts and government bodies to add credibility and support to the whole skills development effort. Regular communication, interaction between industry pros and educators through workshops, seminars, that sort of thing. It keeps program planning aligned with what the industry actually needs as it evolves.
We know people learn differently. How should training cater to that?
Yeah, this study suggests using a mix of techniques. Formal classes, sure, but also interactive workshops, hands-on internships, mentorships for guidings, and valuable on-site experiences. This varied approach usually leads to better, more integrated learning. And again, these programs need constant review and updates.
This study also mentioned evolving leadership styles. What's changing there?
We're seeing a clear shift towards more democratic and employee-focused leadership in hospitality now. It emphasizes managing diverse teams effectively and leading ethically. It's more about inspiring and collaborating, less top-down command. And this ties back to supporting lifelong learning and growth for everyone.
And for people just starting out, what kind of training is especially important?
The study really pushes for more soft skills training for new entrants, focusing on attitude, ethics, especially since they're often the first point of contact for guests. Experiential learning by doing and reflecting is highlighted as a great way to build these crucial soft skills.
Mentoring came up too, but maybe with a different angle.
That's right. Traditionally, mentoring is for, helping new hires settle in or for career growth. But the study suggests using it more strategically to actively help achieve the organization's wider goals.
So aligning individual development with the business strategy. Okay, let's get into the nuts and bolts of designing effective training programs. Curriculum design insights.
Definitely. Curriculum needs to weave in core tech skills alongside advanced competency-based learning, focusing on what people can actually do. You need experienced lecturers who can facilitate discussions, run workshops, make it interactive. It's not just about talking at students.
Right. Engagement is key. What else should be in the mix?
A good balance of creative and practical tasks, projects, so students can apply theory to real-world type scenarios. And the study really highlighted the value of student exchanges with internships at good hotels in their final semesters. That real-world experience is just invaluable.
Sounds like a great way to bridge that theory-practice gap. How do we make sure the curriculum actually matches what the industry needs?
The study strongly pushes for a co-design approach. Get hotel partners actively involved in shaping the training content and internship structures. That direct industry input ensures the curriculum meets market demands and gives graduates relevant skills. And of course, keep updating it constantly. Can't stress that enough.
Okay, and what about on-the-job training? What did this study say about its effectiveness?
On-the-job internships are seen as really efficient for building a mix of skills, personal, interpersonal, cognitive, creating what they call T-shaped persons.
T-shaped?
Yeah. Think broad understanding across the industry, the top bar of the T, plus deep expertise in one specific area, like maybe kitchen skills or guest relations, the vertical part. In these settings, teachers are like tutors and skilled staff are the trainers. It's hands-on learning.
A collaborative environment right there. But it sounds like even more industry involvement is needed.
Yes, a clear call for even stronger industry collaboration in designing and delivering these work-based experiences. Good programs really improve graduate outcomes, give them connections and prepare them for, Industry 4.0, all that tech integration.
And how are learning goals for specialized areas set?
Through close work with employers. That ensures the skills taught are directly relevant. The study also stressed the benefits of continuous review, monitoring, and mentoring by industry pros during training.
And finally, professional certification was mentioned. Why is that important?
It really boosts job prospects. It's formal validation of skills and competence, a recognized standard, opens doors. So the bottom line is, a rich curriculum plus well-structured on-the-job training ensures graduates are well-rounded, have the right skills, experience, and industry recognition to succeed.
So wrapping this up, it really feels like the future success of Thailand's hospitality and tourism hinges on being proactive about workforce development. It's not just about having bodies and roles, but ensuring people have that right blend of hard skills, soft skills, and increasingly those digital skills.
Exactly. And as the study makes crystal clear, that collaboration between education, industry, and government, it isn't just nice to have, it's absolutely essential. Essential for tackling future needs and keeping the industry globally competitive.
Ultimately, investing in the workforce is investing in Thailand's future as a top, sustainable tourism destination, isn't it?
Precisely. It's about staying competitive and ensuring the long-term health and vitality of a sector that's just so important to them.
That's been a really insightful deep dive into workforce skills in Thailand's hospitality and tourism sector. Now, for you, listening, maybe think about this. How do the trends we talked about in Thailand compare to what you see in other industries or maybe other parts of the world you know? Are there universal skills emerging that seem vital for navigating today's fast-changing job market, no matter where you work? Definitely some food for thought there. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.